everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing a reading for the sign of Virgo. That's Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising for this new moon in Aquarius. And this new moon, lasts about 30 days. So we got some time to build some momentum for our next fresh start. And Virgo, while I'm at it, you all hit that subscribe button so when the changes and updates come about, you'll be the first to know. This moon, this new moon in Aquarius is about relationships, friendships, let's see, your social pursuits, humanitarianism, that's the word. These things are prevalent in the sign of Aquarius. In addition to, Aquarius is an air sign. And a lot of times people mistake it for water because she's the water bearer. She's actually air. She thinks outside the box. So this would be a good time to look at all your relationships. Look at your social networks, your social pursuits. Because these are the areas that are going to be affected in some shape or form, or going to have impact on you in some shape or form. And Virgo, this new moon is going to be affecting your 6th house. So your 6th house has to do with your health, fitness, health habits, work habits. These are the things that are going to be affected at this time, which I think is kind of interesting because the first card I got was the heart chakra. That's the very first card that I got for you. And what does it say? Play. So maybe, Virgo, you've been kind of narrow in your focus lately, and all you've been thinking about really is work, whatever. Or maybe you've been working on something, whatever. Work. You haven't taken time for play. Now, this particular heart chakra is a combination, which I think is interesting because they have the 2 fish here playing, which is water, but it's also Libra. Pisces and Libra are affected by this particular chakra, although this is an air element. So it's probably why they put the Pisces, because that energy. So this is about giving and receiving, your balance, feeling charitable, more or less. What makes your heart sing? That inner child. Are you able to forgive? Your compassion. When our heart feels safe or in balance, we're more loving, we open ourselves up, we're receptive, and we're receptive without judgment and attachment. So a good thing is the rose quartz, which is like this right here. This is a rose quartz. You can probably meditate with it, or if you have something smaller, I say girls, you can stick it in your bra during the day. Guys, you can stick it in your pocket. Girls, you can stick it in your pocket too, or whatever, and just keep a piece on you. And this is good for supporting your heart chakra, helping you to bring yourself back in balance. So if you like to do different types of meditation, I would say do some deep breathing meditations. which would be very good. It would stimulate that heart, doing back bends, spend time with children, and of course eating your green leafy vegetables. Right, can't forget the vegetables, as my grandfather used to say. But anyway, this is a reminder that you just have to play more, because, you know, the world, I mean, you turn on the news and it's like it's always something. So getting away from being all emotional, I guess, because we're looking at this water. You know, if you worry during the day, if you have stresses or there's some built-up tension, this is a time to play, because playing and laughter is a form of cleansing. So if you take some time and use your energy of play to cleanse your mind, body, and spirit, you know, playfulness is very powerful. It's a powerful medicine that's good for the soul. This is about healing. This is about healing. And know what's good also, if you like to cook with herbs, using basil, thyme, cilantro, all those things, you know, those green herbs, very good to stimulate that heart chakra. Now, Virgo, pulling this heart chakra, you're at this time, which would be really very good if you think about it. If you think about your health and your fitness, it'll improve your overall well-being. This also impacts your work habits. So, you know, I'm just saying, and I'm saying, well, I'll leave it at that. You got the Two of Water in reverse. Now, we know twos are about coming together. So this water, there's an emotional connection. This is in reverse. There's some type of discord or a disconnect. There's an emotional disconnect. You know, maybe some may perceive you as kind of cold and mean, or honestly, I think this is more going on within you. Maybe there's been some type of change, and with this playing, you probably need to find a new tribe, maybe group of people that you really connect with on a soul level to turn this up. And how you're going to do that? Through play. So I would encourage you, what do you like to do? Find a crew that likes to do that too. I'm just saying, it's just a suggestion. You know, or, you know, besides that may have been for someone, but this also could have been a breakup. There was some type of hurt, or maybe there's just been a lot of emotional ups and downs lately, and this is your connection to yourself, Virgo. Play. It's like, or maybe you've just been on tunnel vision for so long, you forgot that you connect to a bigger world. It's like them versus me, or me versus them. And instead of, it's just all us. And that's more that connection. We're all connected differently. So maybe that's what this is too. Finding that connectiveness, that coming together with yourself, and let that radiate out to others. The next card I got here is Elegba. Now, Elegba is the messenger. So if you think of the planet Mercury, Mercury is the communicator, the messenger. Now, Elegba delivers messages. He's Mercury. And if you think of Greek or Roman mythology, there's Mercury was more or less with merchandise. And Hermes, now Mercury was Roman, Hermes, I believe, was Greek. I may got that twisted, but I do remember who they are. But Mercury, Hermes was more the interpreter of the message. So maybe there's some messages that are coming to you, or some messages you need to deliver. Also, Alegba, because everyone is not familiar with the African pantheon, or in different places in South America, like the condom play. In the Catholic Church, this is because so many people hid behind the religion. In the Catholic Church, this was associated with Saint Joseph and Saint Anthony. Now, Saint Anthony was the patron saint of lost and stolen articles. So what made me what that stuck with me, because what was lost or stolen, I really believe, Virgo, your ability to have fun and lighten up, or so you must have just lost it somewhere, and you need to regain that back. And that could be the message. I see this more as the message. This is also good, like if you're in advertising, if you're trying to promote, this could be very good. This could also be progress on your job, or you have very good productivity at work. There's something that you're doing. So there's some, actually, whatever it is you're doing here, it'll be a lot better if you lighten up and learn to play a little bit more. Like, don't take yourself so seriously. That's really what I'm getting. Don't take yourself so seriously, And the card, or the message from Spirit, what I have here is the Three of Pentacles. Now, 3 is the journey. So what is it that you want to manifest? Because the 3 here, this is about new opportunities. This is about teamwork. Because this is, even if you're working with the earth, you got to nurture it. So maybe nurturing some relationships, networking. Get away from that us, me versus them, or me versus us versus me. However, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So, remember, the journey is the goal. So, whatever you've been working on now, it could be your job, but people do their job, and they have other aspects. Everyone should have jobs and interests, or something that you're doing here that you've been nurturing. Because even with the Legba card, there's something here with productivity. It's this is basically saying success in numbers. So with this Aquarian effect, this is really big on your health. So Pentacles here. What are you growing here? Is it the journey to better health? The journey to create? Maybe, this is just coming together, because this is your sector. Maybe you're working with a personal trainer and a nutritionist, or there's a group of you all working at the gym, or maybe there's a project or idea at your job that you go to that you're working on. There's a few different ways this can be taken here. This also has an effect on, you see how he's feeding the ground? This particular sector that's having a big impact for you, Virgo, in your 6th house is service giving. You see how he's nurturing the grass? What are you nurturing? I'm just saying. I'm just asking the question. What are you nurturing? And as you can see, if you look, there's like the roots are coming up. You see the roots coming up? So you're reaping some rewards from something that you've been doing. You have been productive, even if you've been going through an emotional up and down. But some of that will be alleviated. A lot of it will be alleviated if you open your heart, play. That's what this message is. And Spirit wants you to know that you should persevere without hesitation towards that in which you are placing all your physical and economic resources without letting anyone trample on your harvest. So, what I think is kind of interesting here too is your harvest at this particular time, this 3, the journey, maybe you're working on something and you're getting ready to meet some other people. That's basically going to widen your realm, widen your perception. And doing so is going to improve your health. It's going to like alleviate maybe some of this emotional heaviness. And this could have been a break, but this could have also been some type of change that you just didn't heal from. I think this is some old lingering emotional stuff that you just have not released. Now, for some, it could be a breakup. For some, it could be a loss of a job. And that's emotional. Or some other type of discord or disconnect or hurt. So the more you engage yourself in laughter and things that bring you joy, I see you continuing to be productive, and you're going to start getting messages and receiving messages. Actually, I really believe something's coming. You just don't know it yet. There's something coming that you don't know yet, because Legra delivers messages. You probably find out as soon as you really just accept the journey. Accept the journey. And what else would be good with this is definitely, since this is that heart, you can stimulate doing deep breathing exercises and doing maybe some serious cardio. Get your heart pumping. You know, even if you have to pace yourself, get up to a certain rate. But another thing you could do is maybe join some type of group that does public speaking, because that would be expansive, but at the same time, for some that may be some challenges. So this is going to be nurturing. Maybe there's some, I'm coming up with that, because maybe, you know what, because when you think about like these emotional things, and even the heart chakra in itself, you didn't get the inner child, but that inner child probably needs to come out and play. Now, isn't that interesting? So what I'm going to do now is I am going to let you know, Virgo, that you should go back and check out your 2020 reading, because now that I'm looking at this, your 2020 reading was rebuild. So with that rebuild, there's also rebuilding emotionally. Whatever you dealt with, you know, everybody got a story. So what you may have had a break from, or some type of emotional disconnect. Now it's that time of rebuilding. This is the time of nurturing, coming together, some type of team. Find your passion, find your team, or maybe even finding your tribe. But it still boils down to your relationships, or your social relationships. And this is definitely Virgo, is you need to think outside the box, because Virgo, it's unfortunate. No, I shouldn't say unfortunate. It really is what it is. Tend to be look straight ahead. They don't want sometimes use your peripheral view. You just looking forward. And it's all good. It's all good. That's why you're so analytical. Everything. It's like you gotta pick it apart. Maybe you should stop. Maybe that's it. Leave some of that having to pick stuff apart and go have some fun. That too. Ooh. Now this just flew out. The first thing here is you will receive the unconditional bounties of heaven by following your heart. Where is your passion? Where are your what? And this is communication. What's coming to you, or what are you going to articulate to others? Maybe I think you just need to find you a fun group. That's what this is. You find you a fun group. And then you have the unswerving direction of your inner being is that of self-renewal. Begin anew at every ending. The tea tree, superiority. And when I really look at this is more going back. That's why I say go back and look at your 2020 readings. This superiority, this is about unswerving direction, self-renewal. This is the year you are rebuilding, redefining yourself. You are evolving. And your communication is going to have to evolve too. It's quite frankly, it's probably already evolved, but you've been so emotional. You've been dealing with so much stuff, and some of this stuff is time to unload it and start to find the joy in life. This is a 3. This is the journey. Whatever goal or something that you see yourself doing, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Wow. I think this is actually very good. All you got to do is open your heart and play. If there was something in the past that maybe you just didn't heal from, or there was a break in a relationship, or there was some break in a friendship, there was some disconnect from something that you had an emotional attachment to, now it's time to more or less... let's get the message. Let's create a new tribe. What is it that you want to manifest within your group? And all these things are going to have a great impact on your health. Your heart is going to be stronger because you're going to have more joy in life. And maybe that's it. You've been so focused. When I look at this, you've been so focused. Maybe you just haven't enjoyed life. It's time to enjoy life. It's part of the journey. Check out that 2020. I can't say that enough. And also hit that subscribe button. And feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what you think. This is Sister Omi. Give me a thumbs up. Peace.